Yo, whether you watching from Facebook, the link in my Instagram, Twitter, moviepilot.com, or YouTube, what up, world? I am bringing y'all my November movie talk, my 10 favorite Pixar movies, not which ones I think are the best films to make to sound snobbish. A lot of people say films now, and I think the term films is snobby, but this list isn't what I think their best movies are, because it's just the movies that are my favorite. I recently rewatched every Pixar movie to include the Good Dinosaur, which is why I'm doing this list. And this is one like my Marvel list. This is one that I'll update every so often. I won't necessarily do this list again after Finding Dory, but maybe after Cars 3 or Toy Story 4, Incredibles 2, one of those. My apologies, man, if your favorite movie did not make the cut or is not as high as you would have liked. It's my preference. Um, at number 10, I got Ratatouille. And Ratatouille came out in 2007. Everybody knows the premise, man. A rat with human-like qualities who can cook, and he gets in the hat of a human chef, and he controls his arms by pulling on his hair or whatever, and just makes like the dopest, best food in all of France. And I love this movie because it's great, man. It's got heart, and he's kind of going against what his family expects of him. And Ratatouille is chasing his dreams, and then there's the critic who like took the stars away from the restaurant, and they get it back, and it's a really good movie. One of Pixar's more underrated. I think if you look at Pixar as a whole, I think Ratatouille is one that kind of gets overlooked. At number 9, and probably my most controversial pick, is Toy Story 2. And I know a lot of people think this one's better than the first one. Clearly, I don't. I This movie was actually in danger of not making it until I really thought about it, because I was nitpicking. I was nitpicking at a couple parts that I was just being too grown about, I guess. The parts where the toys basically drive from Al's Toy Barn or his office or whatever to the airport. I was just thinking like an adult, like this is so far fetched. There's no way. But we're talking about a movie with talking toys. So anything's possible. It was so dope to see Buzz and Woody back together on the same page. Like, it was cool how the dog had how Woody had the dog trained, and they had the chicken feather, and Etch is trying to draw or figure out where, like, they draw the map on the Etch a Sketch, and then Buzz is trying to crack the code of the license plate. And I actually work with Al. I'll leave it at that. Al, that runs Al's Toy Barn, that is trying to sell everything for a buck. I work with that guy. Uh, at number 8, I got The Good Dinosaur. A really good movie. Just survival, self-discovery. Check out my review. I recently posted it. So I won't give too much away. I can't go into any spoilers. It's good, and it should be seen. And I mean, out of 16 movies, it's in the top 8, according to me. Maybe not according to everybody. There might be some people who think The Good Dinosaur is Pixar's best. I'm curious to know how you guys really feel about it. At number 7, another controversial pick, I got Up. Like, when Up starts, and he meets his wife, they're in their relationship from when they're kids to when she passes away. Like, it puts tears in your eyes, man, for real. I can't remember the name of the location, but it's in South America. Like, the whole inspiration for his journey is based on his wife's dreams. And then Doug, man, the dog is so funny. Hi there. It's just memorable characters. what I can't think of the bird's name. Like all these names are escaping me now that the camera's on. It's annoying. He meets what Nelson Muntz, his idol. He doesn't turn out to be what he seems. Um, Ed Asner is perfect as Mr. Fredrickson, and I didn't realize until like 2 hours ago that the director of the Good Dinosaur led to the he inspired the look of the little boy in Up. At number 6 is Monsters Inc. And I thought this was gonna be higher, but as I'm watching them, as you know, I just realized like, man, I like this movie more than I like this movie. I thought this movie was gonna be at 3. This movie's at 6, and oh, Monsters Inc. Man, John Goodman, Billy Crystal, the chemistry is crazy. Sully, John Goodman, the scariest monster. He's got the most scares. He's going for the record, and he's competing with Steve Buscemi, Randall, and that competition. That little side plot is interesting enough. And then the little girl Boo, the human, gets in to the monster world. Everybody's freaking out, and just the whole reveal of who's really behind everything. Monsters Inc. is a great movie. At number 5, I got Finding Nemo. Man, Finding Nemo was the first movie that, like, as I was ascending into an adult, I just like heard all these reviews like Finding Nemo is a classic. Finding Nemo is like one of the best animated movies of our time. It's a great movie. It's hilarious. It's got memorable characters. Just the journey of a father trying to find his kid, and then Dory, who can't remember 2 minutes ago, is like his only friend. Just the different characters that he meets along the way, like the sharks and the turtles, and then shark bait, ooh ha ha. All the guys that are in the fish tank at the dentist office with Nemo, Willem Dafoe, Brad Garrett. I think Allison Janney is in there, and they're just trying not to get Nemo killed by the niece, Darla or whatever her name is. I can't wait to watch Finding Dory, because I have a hunch that they're gonna, like, Dory won't be the sidekick character. Like, she will be the main character, and she will carry the movie. Like, everybody knocks Minions because they didn't necessarily carry their movie that just recently come out. I thought it was funny, but Dory would, like, either Ellen DeGeneres or Dory, however you want to look at it, will put that entire movie on her back, and then Nemo and Marlin will be the side characters, and like I think like Eugene Levy and Diane Keaton are gonna play her parents, and like that's who she's looking for. I'm excited for Finding Dory. At number 4, I got The Incredibles. I thought it was gonna be higher. It's not. Number 4 is a legit ranking for The Incredibles. Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter, Samuel L. Jackson, Jason Lee, Elizabeth Pena. This is a solid cast, man, and I see all the memes now that Pixar made a better Fantastic Four movie than Fox did, and they didn't use any Fantastic Four characters. Man, you could argue, in my opinion, you could argue that Mr. Incredible is the Thing. Jack is Human Torch. Violet is the Incredible Woman, and Elastigirl is Mr. Fantastic. They all have the same powers, and then Dash is just dope. Dash is just a good character. And Syndrome was a dope villain. It's still like 4 or 5 years away, but we're finally getting an Incredibles 2, like one of the most fan-demanded sequels ever. I love superheroes. Going towards middle age, he's got his family, and then trouble arises again to where he's needed. I would like to see an Incredibles prequel, because those suits, the Incredibles, Mr. Incredible's original suit was real dope. But at the same time, I think if they do a sequel and it's Mr. Incredible and his family, and they get to save the day for a whole movie, and not like discover that they're all heroes toward the end or whatever, that could be really cool too. Like, I'm so curious to see what they do with a sequel to this movie. At number 3, I got Inside Out. It recently just came out this year. There might be some people who still haven't seen it. I don't know how that's possible because it's so good. In my opinion, Inside Out is Pixar's best movie. I just wouldn't call it my favorite. When they first announced this movie, I was just like, my head was just going crazy. Like, how are they gonna tell a story about the inside of a little girl's head? And they pull it off excellent, man. Um, like joy, like just the discovery of how important sadness is what pays off for me. Um, and it was just so smart. Just the train of thought, headquarters, the ideas were light bulbs, and that you plugged it into the mainframe computer, the one that was like controlling all her emotions, Bing Bong, and like the abstract thought, and the way like the dump, like it was, that part, man, that part was sad. This movie had some sad stuff in it, and then just the parents' emotions, and then like the stuff that Riley has to go through. It's crazy. I think Inside Out is Pixar's smartest and most mature movie that they've done in 20 years. And if it's not already a classic, I feel like I just said this like 2 or 3 videos ago. If Inside Out isn't a classic already, it will be in 5 years. By the time we get Toy Story 4 and Incredibles 2, everybody's gonna be like, this is their first classic since Inside Out. Which takes me to number 2, and that's Toy Story, the first one. I was 9 when this come out. I've loved it ever since. Got Woody, man, who's riding high on cloud 9, pull string, leader of the toys, and this new Buzz Lightyear comes in. Shit crash lands. The terrain seems a bit unstable, and just the rivalry and Buzz being so naive until he finally sees that commercial over at Sid's house, and then that part where they all come alive to freak out Sid and save Buzz, and and Woody realizing he needs Buzz. I could talk about this movie alone for 10 minutes. I love this movie. Throughout all the Pixar movies, man, the adult humor is crazy. I'm gonna move on. My number 1 favorite Pixar movie of all time is Toy Story 3. I was gonna cheat, and I was gonna have all 3 Toy Story movies as one pick. I decided not to, because when I did my Marvel video, I didn't put all the Iron Mans or all the Captain Americas or all the Thors or all the Avengers all together. So I split up the Toy Story movies. But man, Toy Story 3, man, how the intro, the best intro to any Pixar movie. And then just how they realize like Andy's grown up. He's not playing with us. We just sitting here like not doing anything, and all the toys except Woody, all want to move on. And then when they get to the daycare, they realize it's like moving on is not all it's cracked up to be. And man, you guys know how it goes, man. They finally make it to Bonnie's house, and rewatching all the Pixar movies, I would say about 13 of the 16 got me a little watery in the eyes, but nothing like this. The first time I saw Andy give his toys away, that was some of the most emotional movie making magic I've ever seen. How can you just give away your toys, man? That's your boys. You grew up with these things. And he just drives away, man. That's just some of the saddest. It's equivalent to the Good Dinosaur when I said in my review that they was talking about family. It was sad. I was not a fan. Like, I was a fan, but I wasn't a fan of how it made me feel. The blue character started running in my head as far as Inside Out goes. Years, I think 2018. And apparently the toys go hunt for Bo Peep. I don't know how they're going to pull that off. I don't know. I'm really excited for it. Probably one of my most anticipated movies over the next 5 years, to include the Justice League movies, to include Black Panther, to include Avengers Infinity War. Toy Story 4 is up there with those. So what are some of your favorite Pixar movies? Some that didn't make the cut as far as my video, my list. A Bug's Life. I love The Bug's Life. It was way better than I remember. Monsters University was better than I remember. And then the Cars movies, Brave, just didn't make it. Gotta follow the rules, man. I had 10 spots. I haven't decided on my December movie talk yet. I don't know if it's gonna be based on an actor or based on a topic. Um, Maybe I'll cheat, and my 10 favorite movies of the year will be my movie talk for next month. As far as December movies I want to see, I don't think I'm going back to the theater until In the Heart of the Sea comes out. The Chris Hemsworth Moby Dick movie. There's Legend, which I hope my theater gets. There's Star Wars, of course. There's Sisters with Tina Fey. Then the Christmas movies. There's The Big Short. There's Concussion. There's Hateful Eight, Revenant, which I don't think my theater will get till January. There's Joy. There's Point Break. So it'll probably be a couple weeks before I get at y'all with another movie-related video. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where y'all find me. As always, bruh. Peace.